So, South Africa has a massive water problem. To tackle it, the country is making a huge shift, moving away from hundreds of separate local efforts to one single coordinated national strategy. We're going to break down how this complete overhaul is meant to secure the nation's water for the future.
And that's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? The answer they're betting on isn't just about finding more water. It's about a complete overhaul of how the entire system works, from the very top right down to the tap in your kitchen.
And look, this isn't some far-off prediction for the future. This is the reality today. You've got a growing population, cities are expanding like crazy, and the infrastructure is getting old. It's all putting a ton of pressure on a resource that's already pretty scarce. So you can see why just sitting back and doing nothing, not an option. Okay, so what is the actual problem they're trying to fix here? Well, it all comes down to one simple word: fragmentation. For years and years, the country's water has been managed by tons of different municipalities and local boards, all kind of doing their own thing, completely disconnected from each other.
Okay, so on the left, you've got the old way of doing things, that fragmented mess. This means people doing the same job in different places. Your best experts are stretched way too thin, and there's no single game plan. It's inefficient, and it just burns through money. Now look at the right. That's the goal: pooling all those resources, sharing that expertise, and getting everyone on the same page to achieve something called economies of scale.
All right, so this term economies of scale, what does it actually mean? It's actually pretty simple. Basically, it's the idea that when you do things on a bigger, more organized scale, you can do them cheaper and better. It's like having one expert team with all the best gear tackling a problem, instead of 100 smaller teams all trying to reinvent the wheel.
And that, right there, leads us directly to the solution they're proposing: centralization. The whole strategy is about taking all those scattered pieces and uniting them into one strong, smart, and way more efficient system.
So, what are the big wins here? Well, it boils down to three really crucial things. First off, you stop wasting money and effort on doing the same thing over and over again. Second, you can bring all your best experts together, like a national dream team for water, and send them where they're needed most. And third, and this is huge, any fix you make has a massive nationwide impact, instead of just being a tiny Band-Aid in one little town.
Now, this isn't just some big idea floating around. It's all laid out in the National Water and Sanitation Master Plan. Think of it as the official playbook for turning this grand vision of centralization into real, concrete actions on the ground. The plan is built on 4 key pillars, 4 big moves. First, launching a national program to stop losing so much water from leaks. Second, setting up a special unit to go in and help municipalities that are really struggling. Third, looking at the big picture stuff like desalination on a regional scale. And finally, the big one, completely restructuring the whole system into new, powerful regional water utilities. Okay, so let's talk about the 2 new big players on the field. First, you have the MUOS. Think of them like a SWAT team for water, a national rapid response crew of experts who can parachute into a local area, figure out what's wrong, and help fix it. Then you have the RRUSs. These are the new regional powerhouses that will manage all the big infrastructure, replacing that old, messy, fragmented system. You know, having a great plan on paper is one thing, but how do you actually make sure it's working on the ground? Well, the strategy has some very specific tools baked right in to track progress and make sure people are getting the job done. And this is really where the rubber meets the road. Because a big national strategy is pretty useless if it doesn't fix the leaky pipe on your street, right? The whole plan only succeeds if it translates into real action that makes a difference in local communities.
So, how do they do that? A huge part of the answer is something called a district metered area, or DMA. The best way to think about it is like this. Instead of looking at an entire city's water network, which is just impossibly complex, you chop it up into small, defined neighborhoods. By monitoring the water flowing into each little zone, you can spot a leak almost instantly. It lets them pinpoint problems super fast. Okay, so to make sure everyone's pulling in the same direction, they've got 2 key tools. First is the no-drop certification. You can think of it like a national grading system. It audits municipalities and rewards the ones who are doing a great job with their water. And it's not just about grading them. You also have the regional government offices providing hands-on support and mentorship, helping the local teams get the skills they need to nail it.
And really,
This quote just sums up the whole philosophy perfectly. It's about ending the era of 1,000 small, disconnected projects. The goal is to start an era of one coordinated, powerful intervention that can make a real difference everywhere, all at once. It's a fundamental shift.
So, the plan? It's ambitious, it's smart, and frankly, it's absolutely necessary. The blueprint is all there. But like with any plan this massive, the big question mark that hangs over everything is there enough political and institutional will to actually see it through? And the answer to that question? Well, that's what will decide the future of water in South Africa.